The following episode contains spoilers for three movies: Highlander, Knives Out, and Tremors. When this notice ends, Highlander begins a minute and 35 seconds after. Knives Out begins 23 minutes and 3 seconds after. And Tremors begins 32 minutes and 4 seconds after. Enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino-American.
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
and former co-workers
who riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode, Movie Roundup, and just like you heard in the pre-recording here, this is going to contain spoilers, just straight up, and it's spoilers of three movies. And what it is we basically heard of Ebert and Roeper and Siskel and Ebert. Well, here is Lumpy and Latkes.
That's right.
So
we're a little behind on the times, but
of course
we're making up for it.
We're making up for it.
Picking out three absolutely fabulous movies.
Yeah. Sure. So the way it's working is we each chose a movie for ourselves. I chose a movie for Mitch that he hasn't seen that I've seen.
Yep.
He chose a movie for me that I haven't seen that he's seen, and then we both chose a movie that we both haven't seen. So
that's right.
We're going to start off with Highlander.
That's right.
Highlander
That is the movie that I chose for you, Jay. This movie came from my past, my growing up as a kid. So it was something that I enjoyed for several different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you think, Jay?
Well, Highlander, in case people don't know, it's a 1986 fantasy action adventure film and the first installment in the Highlander franchise. Follows a guy named Connor MacLeod, who is a Scottish Highlander who is actually immortal. And it's about basically about these immortals who
that's right.
to eventually have a calling to destroy each other, and only one can live. That's where the whole meme that you might have heard of, like there can be only one. That's exactly where
where it came from. Yep,
that's exactly where it comes from, and it's about this guy Connor MacLeod, living as an immortal through different ages.
Also, there's Sean Connery.
And
Clancy Brown.
That's right.
Awesome Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown, who played Mr. Krabs.
That's right. Yeah, amongst other things as well.
Yeah.
Yes. He's got a long list. But
let me start off with this movie has a fantastic soundtrack, and I've always known that. It's the music from Queen. And the music from Queen.
Oh, so you knew that.
I knew that because that much I knew because I think Dave and I had that conversation before.
Oh yeah, it came off a Kind of Magic album.
Yeah,
that's the whole album that it came off of.
Excellent movie. Like here we are, like the leaders of the
Princess of the Universe.
That's great, good shit.
Yep.
And then so the movie starts off with Connor MacLeod is at a modern day 1986 modern day wrestling match.
Yeah,
and that first beginning, I kind of understand what they were going for, because Connor MacLeod in the Scottish Highlands. I mean, it's an old time where they did that sort of thing. Like wrestling was all was a big thing. And he's at a wrestling match maybe to try and relate to something in the modern day because he's lived through all this time.
Oh no,
odd.
No. He was there for a reason. He was there for a specific reason.
What was he there for? Because he seems to be surprised by when he walks out to the parking lot and then sees Iman Facile.
Oh no.
What was he there for?
He sat there. He was sitting there in the arena while everybody's standing up, enjoying themselves. He's sitting down.
Yeah.
And you see him. He knows that Facile is there.
Well,
he
doesn't really
knows
come
that he
across
knows
like
that
that.
some. Oh,
I
yes,
don't
it
know. When
does.
he goes into that thing, he just seems kind of just shocked. He's like, Basil. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
No, 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 no. Well,
and
he
then
knows that someone is there, but he doesn't know
uh,
who. It's
and then
just you feel the presence.
yeah, it's weird. And then Amon Facile, this is where it takes me out because this man is not athletic looking at all. He's kind of
No.
pudgy. And then
Yes.
during the battle, they're having this. Here's the problem with
A
this
sword
movie.
fight. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
here's the problem. The problem is that they do these action scenes where it's supposed to make you feel like, wow, it's crazy. But I've never really gone for um, this kind of like heavy, like actiony, like 80s
Oh,
action
really?
kind of action.
Oh,
It's too labored
cheesy.
and cheesy and it's just
Oh,
too much big movements. I've always been if I was gonna be any kind of person, I've loved Jackie Chan style like swiftness,
yeah, yeah.
karate, kung fu,
I
that kind of
gotcha.
stuff. Much
But you don't like
much
the
more
blood sport
smooth.
kind of thing where you watch
No,
him like
that's
kick
way
somebody three
too.
times in a row.
No, it's not. It's not for me. I mean, I can see. This is very much a macho bravado movie of the
Oh
time
man, this
because,
was the classic 80s
yeah,
action movie,
of
buddy.
course, and it just falls flat for me.
Oh my
Sorry to say,
goodness.
it falls flat, and then you have this man, Amon Facile, um, doing a fucking backflip with like it's like you
Yeah.
this dude can't do a backflip.
While
I
holding his
refuse to
trench
believe.
coat too,
Yeah,
man.
I
While
refuse to
holding the trench
believe
coat.
like that's ridiculous.
Hey,
So
it can
then
happen.
this that man. I mean, other than maybe Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan's blood brother,
Yeah.
there's not many fat men who can do a backflip. So like, all right, I'm not saying he's fat, just a
Oh.
little pudgy. I'm just like it looks weird.
Okay.
And then also the fact that you can tell it's a stunt double. That's why it's like,
Oh
all right,
yeah, it's so totally a stunt double. But
yeah,
that's 80s action for you,
of
buddy.
course, of
You're never
course,
gonna find the
no,
real live guy
no,
doing half the stunts anyways.
right. I mean, unless it's Jackie Chan, but
Oh
either
my
way,
God. Okay,
um,
yeah.
I'm just
Everything
saying.
compares to Jackie Chan.
Hey man, I'm just saying this is an action movie, and when I think of action, any action, it comes to kung fu, karate, Jackie
I
Chan stunt
understand.
team.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I mean,
Let,
I
let
my standard for action stuff is like Rumble in the Bronx,
uh-huh.
Legend of Drunken Master,
Yep,
right?
yep.
All
Okay,
that kind
sure.
of stuff.
Sure. I
But
understand.
in any case, um, so it ends with him getting his head chopped off, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see
Yeah.
it coming where the head
Yeah.
just. I mean, it makes
Yeah.
sense. I guess they're immortal. You gotta, yeah, that makes sense. Cut off the brain, and I guess
That's right. That's
sure.
right. But
Um,
then what happens?
then, everything, all the cars in the garage because he's in a parked garage, just fucking all the glass breaks, and then they explode and shit. And the man rises up and or like feels like in tune with like the earth or the energy of being a Highlander and absorbs the energy from him in a way.
That's right.
It's
That's right.
very weird. It's very 80s. It's almost
Oh yeah, total 80s.
like ghost-ish type stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, most
Um,
definitely.
yeah, but past that, then a lot while later, um, you get of course you got to talk about Sean Connery. Sean
Absolutely.
Connery, um, wow, excellent acting.
Oh,
Let me first say, I love
absolutely.
Sean Connery. I think he's a great actor.
100%.
I loved him in A
100%.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I loved that
Uh-huh.
movie. I think that
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
great movie.
He was great in Hunt
Um,
for Red October. He was
yeah,
great in Indiana
he was
Jones.
great
He was a
as
wonderful James
James
Bond.
Bond. Yeah,
I mean,
fantastic.
again, the guy's got a long list
Yeah,
of great movies. Oh, there was a movie
this
he was in with Wesley Snipes too, and
yeah
that was decent as well.
this man is prolific.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
Yes.
So
But
so why the hell is he playing a Mexican Spaniard man named Juan Ramirez with that thick ass Scottish accent? Why is this a thing?
I don't know, but it
What?
works.
I guess.
Oh, it
I
so
mean,
works.
you
It
kind of got
so
to
works.
suspend belief, and it's like, all right, sure. I
Yeah,
mean, he's still great in the role. Let me tell you that.
look
I mean,
past it,
it's
man.
really
Just look
good.
past it. Oh yeah.
I can't. That's why I'm talking about it because it doesn't
For the
make
short
sense.
for oh it does it makes no sense
Makes
whatsoever.
no
But
sense.
I don't care. Just
Yeah.
You got to look past that. And for the short period of time that he is there, he
Yeah.
really makes an
He
impact.
yeah, he steals the show. He
Yeah,
steals the
yeah,
movie.
oh yeah,
He is a showstopper. He is really good. He delivers all his lines in a real like meaningful heartfelt way, and
oh
you
yeah,
believe his character. You really do. Even
oh
though
yeah.
he's supposed to be Mexican or Hispanic or I don't know,
A Spaniard.
Spaniard, whatever. Um
Get it
so
right, man. You're only trashing a movie that I've watched like at least 100 times. It's
I know.
okay. Keep going.
I know. But you know, I told you this beforehand. It's like I'm gonna shit on your movie.
Oh yeah, I know, I know. And again,
Um
it's got so many holes in it,
It's got a lot of weird
I'm just
stuff.
making sure. I'm just
You know,
making sure you cover all the
yeah,
bases
that's
here.
fair.
Go.
That's
You're
fair.
good.
So, that all happens, and spoilers, of course, because this whole thing is spoilers. Sean Connery dies.
Yep.
Juan
Yep.
Ramirez dies at the
Yep.
hands of this man called what was it the Kirkin
Connor.
the Cur-
Oh,
no
oh, 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 the Kurgan.
the
Yes, the Kurgan.
Kirkin
Yep.
yeah the
Yeah.
Kurgan
Kurgan.
Kurgan
Kurgan by
and
Clancy
then
Brown.
like
He was a
Clancy Brown,
badass.
yep. And the Kurgan takes his power, and
Yep.
then flash forward, blah blah blah. Um,
Flash forward, blah blah
eventually,
blah.
eventually we get to modern day, right? And then
Yep.
um, there's this what is she? A cop? What is she?
Yes.
A
A cop.
researcher? Cop
Actually,
researcher? Detective?
she
What
is
is she?
a forensic engineer,
Forensic
forensic
engineer,
specialist
right? This
with the
forensic
police.
specialist,
Yeah, with the police
played
department.
by Roxanne Hart.
Yes,
All right.
Roxanne Hart.
So yeah, she doing all this digging, and then eventually finds out, puts two and two together, and finds out, hey, this guy that this man is pretending to be, was it something Nash? I can't remember the
Yep,
first name.
yep. Kevin
Um,
Nash.
Kevin Nash. He died. He died as an infant. So who the hell is this guy? She
That's right.
goes to his building, which is I guess like a museum or antique store, right? Antique
Shrine.
store. Well, no, it's an antique. It's
It's an
the front.
antique
The
store.
front is an
The
antique
front is
store,
an antique store,
and
but he
it's
is.
ran by him, but the one who does the day-to-day things is this woman, and this woman
Yes,
is someone that was saved by none other than Connor McLeod during Nazi
that's right.
Germany,
That's right.
and she knows his secret because they've had she's known him all these years up to modern day.
Rachel. Her name is
Rachel,
Rachel.
that's right, Rachel, and
I've never seen it before. I don't know what you're talking about.
it's okay. Well, yeah, and then she says, "No, you can't see him right now. He's very busy." And he just walks in and says, "Like, all right, let me show you something." So then he shows her. This is where it gets really weird for me,
Uh-huh.
because
Yeah.
yeah, he shows her the thing. So yeah, see, and he tells her like, "Yeah, I'm immortal." And he takes those little tiny like letter opener, and then her hand is on it.
Yep.
The forensic expert Roxanne
Yep.
Hart, and
Yep.
and Christopher Lambert takes that dagger, just makes a stab into him, says, "Oh," and then from that they kiss. Like what?
Yes.
I don't get it. Why the fuck are they kissing? There's nothing here that would say that they kiss, and then they have sex.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
and then you can see her. You can see everything. I mean, not you can't see the junk, but you can see his ass. You can see her tits.
Yep.
It's like,
Yep.
all right, that's a thing.
80s. Total
80s,
80s.
total 80s. And also there was a sex scene also earlier in the Scottish Highlands with
Yes. Yes.
the man's wife. I forget what her name is.
Yes.
Heather. Heather.
Had her name was Kate.
Kate.
No, no, I'm sorry. It was Heather.
It was
It
Heather.
was Heather. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Um. And oh yeah, there's a whole back plot also of Heather is the one that he met because Connor McLeod was with his clan in the Scottish Highlands, and then he got
Well,
stabbed and
dude,
supposed to die, huh?
you are so backtracking this movie,
I'm
man.
just
You're
backtracking
torching the
because
movie.
I'm backtracking. I'm going back because people need to know, like, just certain
No, they don't. They don't even know all of it.
Sure they do. Sure they
They
do.
gotta watch the movie because I'm not gonna be this thorough with Knives Out. I can tell you that, bro.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm finished my thought anyway.
Okay, go for it.
So, um, so they have the Scottish Highlands, and he's with his clan. Kurgan is there, stabs Connor McLeod. Connor McLeod's on his deathbed, and the priest or whatever says, "Yeah, he's dead." And then somehow this man lives before he knows he's an immortal. And then
Yep.
everyone says, "You got the devil in you." Even his girl says, "You got the devil in you." And they're all trying to kick him and want to kill him. And then I think his brother says, "You got to go. You just got to leave." So
Yep.
he takes off. and then he finds this other woman named Heather,
Yep.
and they have
Yep.
a long relationship. And at some
Yep.
point, when Juan Ramirez is training um, Connor how to, and also let me say, Connor.
Yep.
That's a modern ass name for someone who's in. I don't know.
Connor
Maybe there
McLeod? Oh no,
were there a
Connor's
lot
a
of Connors in the Scottish Highlands.
oh yes, absolutely. Connor is a very good.
Connor sounds like some young skater punk that's at
Oh
the
no. Oh no.
corner
No, no.
store.
Connor is a very strong Scottish name. It
Okay,
is. Absolutely
it
it
just
is.
sounds weird to me because I
Oh
think of
no.
like
Mm-mm.
some little high school kick ass.
Hi, I'm Connor.
I'm Connor.
Nice to
Anyway,
meet you. I'm Connor.
so yeah, so he meets Heather. They have a long relationship. They also have a sex scene. You don't see anything, and then
Nope.
during that whole thing, Juan Ramirez is training him and says like, "You got to leave her because you're immortal. You'll never live down to heartbreak." So
Yep.
eventually, she goes through her old age. They and then she
And
says like,
you're forgetting a very important part there, Jay.
"Huh?
They can never
They
have
can never have
kids.
children. Yeah, they can't ever
Yeah.
have children.
They can't have kids.
Right?
Yeah.
So
They
yeah,
can live
so
forever. It's almost honest to God in my mind, it's almost like they were cursed in a lot of
oh
ways,
yeah, for sure,
you
for
know?
sure. Um, does it ever say, by the way, what started? Is it ever touched in any of the movies? Like why
Oh,
they're
no.
immortal?
That is such a good question.
Uh,
Such a good question. Do you really want to go there?
well, we'll get there.
Okay.
We'll
All
probably
right.
get there. But
Yep.
so she dies in his arms. Said like, hey, whenever it's my birthday, can you light a candle for me to remember me? And he does.
Uh-huh.
He
Yep.
does do that
Yep.
every birthday.
Yep.
And then after in modern day, cut back to modern day, him and the forensics expert have sex. Then um, I think it comes down to the final battle at some point between him and the Kurgan because everybody else is dead. All the other
Yep.
immortals are dead.
Only the two remain,
Only
and
two remain. There can only
there
be
can
one.
be only
There can
one.
be only one. They have their
That's
big
right.
giant battle. The
It
forensics
was
expert is
epic.
yeah.
Totally
It's
epic.
pretty. That was pretty good. I will say that was pretty interesting. Did you have the forensics expert? What is her
Yep.
name?
Brenda.
Brenda. Yeah,
Yep.
Brenda. She's like tied up to this giant neon sign or whatever, right? Or whatever, some sort of giant advertising sign, like a letter,
Yes,
a
it
giant
was
letter,
a giant
right?
neon sign on top
Yeah,
of a building.
yeah. And they're having this giant kick-ass fight, which is pretty good. And eventually, they fall through the ceiling into another room, and they finish their fight. And
Yep.
um, yeah, and of course, Connor McLeod, the good guy, wins,
Of
and
course.
he wins the prize.
That's
The
right. Because
prize
he is the
is
last one on Earth.
yeah, the last immortal on Earth.
Yep. Yep.
And the prize is um, what is it? Knowing everything,
Yeah, they kind
all
of know
knowledge.
everything. Yep. They
Yeah,
have all full knowledge and
yeah, and
they
also
can
they know what everyone's
actually,
intents are.
uh-huh.
They can read their
And
minds.
now they can
They
also
can also
grow
have children.
old and
Yep,
have kids
yep,
and they will eventually die.
right,
But it might take a very long time for
right.
that to happen.
And it
They don't
alludes.
specifically tell.
No, they don't say.
No,
But and it alludes at the end that him and Brenda live happily ever after.
correct.
So that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more to it than what I said, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But it has its place. It's a product of its time. If you like that kind of macho bravado, heavy action, kind of really, in a way, cult classic kind of stuff. I mean, you'll
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
Absolutely.
For
I was
me,
very
um,
surprised that you
yeah,
knew about Queen and
yeah,
that album. So I had this whole spiel about it too that I was going to
mm,
talk about. You know how this is one of the movies where I found
hmm
because of Queen. Because I was
oh,
into Queen as a teenager, and I started looking at Queen and a bunch of their albums, and I just happened to come across this album. And ironically enough, the very first song on the Kind of Magic album is actually
yeah,
One Vision. One Vision is actually not in the movie at all. One Vision is a song that was made for the movie. Well, I don't. It wasn't made for it, but it appeared in the movie Iron Eagle, which is also around the same time that this came out.
mm.
Oh, because Queen was big into making music for movies and stuff. They were big
Oh,
into
okay,
that. Oh yeah, dude. You remember Flash Gordon?
yeah, I do remember. Okay, yeah,
Flash Gordon
yeah,
was
yeah.
all Queen. all
Yeah, yeah.
Queen. Yep, the whole album was Queen. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's things like that that really got me into this, and I had found I really got into Queen just from Iron Eagle, and from Iron Eagle I kind of went and got the classic Queen and Queen's greatest hits and stuff like
Hmm.
that, and then got into this and also into Flash Gordon and stuff like that. So this really I don't know. I like the movie, man. It's always
Okay.
been a good movie to me. I've always enjoyed it. Yes, there's some cheesy parts to it.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some things that make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
And to answer your question,
Yeah. Did they try
in the
to
sec
answer it?
in the second movie,
Yeah.
they say because all of a sudden more immortals appear, and they say
Hmm.
that they're not on from this earth. They are aliens.
Aliens, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Should have seen that coming.
Totally destroying the franchise.
Yeah.
It totally destroys it.
Okay.
Then they backtrack it in the third movie.
Hmm.
And I don't remember how they pulled it off, but they basically said, no, they're not aliens or something to that effect,
So,
but they are immortals. And somehow more just form up over time or something crazy like that. And then they put the Endgame one in and Highlander Endgame, and
okay.
that's it. However, there is a preview for Highlander, a new Highlander reboot trailer with Henry Cavill, Russell Crowe,
Hmm.
and Batista.
I think if the movie is done with modern storytelling and modern type action, I think it'll be better. Because I mean,
Could
it's
be.
at that point, it's more or less just another superhero movie in a way,
Right, right,
which I think
right.
works.
Yeah.
So in the second movie, Juan Ramirez comes back. I saw
I
him in the thing. I saw
believe
him in the
so. I
so
believe so. I watched it once and
okay,
that was it. I've never watched it again because I'm like, it's so goddamn cheesy.
yeah,
And I've seen the third one and fourth one a handful of times, and
okay,
I never got into it as much as I did the first one. As soon as they
okay,
said, "Oh, we're aliens," I was very disinterested in the movie, in the whole series after that.
yeah,
I got to be
okay,
honest. It was such a downer.
okay. All right, well, um, I appreciate the the pick, and I'm happy to have watched it, and now I know something about more of 80s history.
There you go.
Hmm. Yeah,
Don't worry. If we're going to do this again, I'm going to throw more 80s history at you, buddy.
that's fine. That's fine because
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
against 80s stuff. I like Back to the Future. I like
Sure.
all a whole bunch of stuff in the 80s. It's great.
Brewster's
Bill and Ted.
Millions,
Yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
the toy.
The toy. Yeah, there's a lot of good things.
Yeah,
It's
you've
just
seen that
this.
one, right? You've seen
It's
those already,
the toy.
right?
Yeah,
Brewster's Million and the
yeah.
toy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just this movie's like, not for
I know
me.
you've
But
seen Tron too,
of
so I
course, yeah,
can't pick
Tron.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tron's a classic one. All right, I'll have to think
yeah.
of some other ones like The Final Countdown.
I don't
That'll
think I've
be
seen that.
interesting.
No.
That's an interesting. My stepdad really loved that one. Got me into watching that damn thing. I don't remember too much about it, but it's kind of interesting. It is. It's kind of interesting.
Okay.
It's weird, but interesting.
All right.
But yeah, there's plenty out there. I'll make you watch Beaches.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. I'll watch whatever. All right, let's
Oh
move
man.
on
Yes.
to
Yes. To the second
yours.
one.
The one I recommended for you is Knives Out.
Yes, a movie back from 2019.
Hmm.
Back then, starring Ana de Armas, Daniel Craig, Chris Evans. Um, gosh, who else? Had
Jamie
Christopher
Lee
Plummer,
Curtis,
Michael Shannon, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Tony
Tony
Collette,
Collette. Yeah, Tony
Don
Collette.
Johnson of
Yep,
Miami
Don
Vice.
Johnson. Yep, Don Johnson was in there too, man. It's
Oh,
a so I watched it with the wife,
uh-huh.
and we both agree that it was a very eclectic group of
Yeah,
actors.
yeah.
Okay,
What a cast. Yeah,
what an interesting cast. And I
yeah.
gotta say, I started watching like the first half hour of it, and then I stopped, and I was like, my wife needs to see this. I did. So I rewatched it, okay, with her. We sat down, we watched through it.
Yeah.
What a good movie it was,
Oh
but
yeah.
what a strange movie it
Really
was,
weird.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that don't know, it's basically a mystery film. Honestly, I thought it was like for my first impression was that it was Clue, but
Clue.
it's not.
It's
It's not
not. It
Clue.
totally
It's
is
like
not.
Clue on
But it feels like
steroids.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It starts
So
out as like, a who done it, and then turns into like, all right, let's just try and cover up the crime.
Yep. Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Exactly.
It's pretty
It
cool.
was actually really cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, it goes through each of the, it kind of does a bunch of interviews, and it has people, being interviewed by the police and also by the main male character, Benoit Blanc, which is played by Daniel Craig, and it goes through all this questioning of everything, and the
Mhm.
main female character is Ana de Armas, and she plays, I can't remember her name.
Um, Good question.
Give me a sec. She plays Marta.
Marta, yeah,
Yes.
the caregiver.
So, right, the caregiver. So, and that's fine. That way it worked out really well from that perspective of
Hmm.
things. Um, I like Jamie Lee Curtis's role. I thought that was very good.
Hmm.
Toni Collette's role was also very good.
Hmm.
I like Michael Shannon. Christopher Plummer was pretty freaking cool. I mean, basically, they just got to figure out who did this, who murdered Christopher Plummer character, which is Harlan Thrombey.
Arnold.
And so they go and interview the police, and Benoit Blanc interview everybody. So it's like, what, 10 people, 8 people, something like that, on
Yeah,
what their whereabouts were and everything else. When all along it was Marta that ultimately killed him, but didn't.
yeah.
And I say that because in the end you find that out,
Hmm.
and it was actually she was just a victim of circumstance. It was actually, oh, I forgot, it was Ransom Drisdale,
Ransom.
which is
Hmm.
played by the awesome
Chris
Christopher
Evans.
Evans. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's freaking great.
Captain America. Yeah.
That's right, Mr. Captain himself. And it's really, really cool how it got twisted, and he kind of went with it and
Hmm.
made it work, and then still lied, and I mean still wound up getting in trouble for an actual murder
Yep.
and admitted to a murder, and got to go to jail for at least that, because it turned out that it was a big plot twist in the movie, and I thought it was really good. There's just one thing that's bugging the shit out of me with this
Mm.
movie.
Okay.
Okay, and I cannot, for the sake of me, put my finger on how this happened.
Okay.
How did Marta get one drop of blood on her shoe?
Um, I'm assuming that. Well, I don't know. That's a good question because they didn't really find any like real. Did they say? I don't remember. Did they find the blood spatter? Because I know he. You know.
When Christopher Plummer
Yeah.
killed himself
Yeah.
in order to try and save Marta,
Yeah.
he was on the other side
He
of
was.
the room,
He
and
was.
he did. I mean, and when he slit his throat from left to right,
Yeah.
and he was laying down on a couch. And as soon as he did it, she closed the door.
She
As
did.
soon as he did it, she closed the door. How, and I say again, how does she get blood on her shoe?
It's a good
I even
question.
thought about it as a caregiver as well, because she was
Yeah.
his caregiver, if you will. She gave him medicine. She was a
Yeah.
registered nurse. He already had a line set up for his arm anyways, and it was a twist lock
Yeah.
for
Yeah. It is.
administering the medicine.
Right.
So there was no way there was blood from there.
Hmm. I can only guess again that it's just a random speck of blood and a really weird happenstance when Christopher Plummer cuts his neck and somehow a spatter of blood somewhere makes it all the way across to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. There's no other way to really explain it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah.
Wow. Looking through the cast of all of this is kind of strange. Joseph Gordon-Levitt was Detective
Yeah.
Hard Rock.
I a voice cameo.
What?
A voice cameo.
Yeah, I didn't
Which
realize that.
I saw that in in the credits too. It's like, when did he show up? What the
And
heck?
I don't know when this happened, because I'm looking at it from a different way through Google.
Yeah.
It claims that Bruce Willis was also in this movie.
Bruce Willis.
Yes,
Huh.
that's
What?
according to what I'm seeing here,
Okay.
which I'm even more scratching my head at
I
this
don't
point.
remember
I don't
that at
know
all.
how. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. At all.
Huh.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. So
Okay.
kind of weird, but overall, very good movie.
Mm,
Um, Here's the problem with this
mm,
movie.
mm. The
I don't
political
even watch.
talk.
Nah, not that political talk's perfectly fine. I mean,
Uh,
it was what it was. Um, Other than showing it to other people because
mm,
it was a good movie and I think other
yeah,
people should watch it. And if they're over at the house and they're like, "Oh, you haven't seen this? Okay, I'll
yeah.
watch this again with you." I see no replayability.
There's no replayability. I completely agree with you. Because once you know how it's done, it doesn't have the fun of
Right,
Clue where you can watch. I've watched Clue like 100 times. Like just like you watch Highlander 100 times, I've watched Clue
right.
hundreds of times.
I gotcha.
Um, but this doesn't have that kind of power,
No.
which is sad because I like
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
agree.
just you can't watch it again. I mean,
Well,
you
you can
could,
watch it again, but
just won't
you know,
have. There's no real reason to.
it doesn't have the same uh feeling, if
Yeah,
you will. You already know what's going to happen.
right.
You know who the
Right.
murderer is. You know what's going to
It
happen,
takes the thrill out of it because the
Yeah,
fact
it
that
takes a thrill. Yeah.
it's not really there as a comedy. There are funny moments, but it's not meant
Right.
to be a comedy. It's meant to be
Right.
one of those things. It's like it's a sleuth movie. It's trying all right, trying to find out who did it, and it does it in such a heavy-handed way, and
Yes.
at times it just feels it's going for a certain aesthetic, and I think it does it well. It's
Yes.
just it's
One it's a one and done, man.
it's a one and
It's
done.
really it feels like it's a one and done.
Yeah,
However, there is some hope for us. They've got two more
we got two
movies.
more movies.
Okay? So you can still get some replayability in that perspective.
Yeah.
So that's fine. That works out well for me. I'm okay with that. You know, you've
hmm
got the um Glass Onion, a Knives Out movie, and then Wake Up Dead Man, another Knives Out movie.
Wake Up Dead Man apparently was is on Netflix. Came out some
Uh-huh.
is it coming out? It hasn't come out yet.
It
Oh,
says
will be released by Netflix on December 12th. It was scheduled to
okay.
be released in
Okay.
theaters on November 26th.
Yep.
So, and
Okay.
that's select theaters.
Yep. And Glass Onion is on Netflix currently, which I have. So I get to
Yeah.
watch it and you don't. Yay.
Yeah, I'll probably buy it somewhere. Because again, I have Knives Out. I have that from the Netflix when they're closing. So,
Sure, sure, sure. That works.
all right, okay, cool,
So, all
good,
right.
good. All right, and
On.
finally,
Yes.
the one that we both haven't seen, Tremors, 1990.
Yes.
Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward,
Yep.
Michael Gross, who is if anybody remembers, he's
Yes.
Mr. Keaton, right?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Keaton of
Yes.
Family Ties, which
And
had the
Reba
wonderful. Yeah, Reba McEntire,
McIntyre.
a
Yeah.
single mom who works two
Way early.
jobs.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
No, I don't think so.
way beforehand.
Way, way before. I mean, see all the freckles on her face and everything. It's
Yeah,
just, she's so adorable. From back in the day. It's just, it's funny.
yeah.
She doesn't look anything the same that she does now, but
No,
still, I
no.
mean, it's just, one of those things. It's cool.
I
It's
I
fine.
liked this movie. I know.
Okay. What did you
I
like about this movie, Jay?
I
Please
think
do
that
tell.
I think it was very campy and has some weird stuff, but I think it has way more replayability than Highlander for me because of the fact that it is campy and it's got some stupid shit in it. Like it's so Tremors is about it's giant worms that have smaller worms inside that grab people like through the dirt through the sand
Yep.
yeah, dirt and sand, and it grabs them and pulls them down so it can eat them. And
Yep.
it's set in this small town called Perfection, which is I think is a population of like 11 people, and
14.
14 people. Yes, and
Seriously? A population of a town with just 14 people.
hey man,
Seriously? Come on.
it's not it's not real
Come
America.
on.
It's not real
Oh,
America.
whatever.
That's what
Uh-huh.
it is. So
Yeah, okay. It's
it's
so dumb.
So um it's up to all these people in this town to try and live and find a way to either kill these worms, which they call graboids, or
They called them all sorts of things,
they
man.
eventually settle on graboids because that's what they call them up to. I mean, it's just so people know. They're um this movie there's been a bunch of movies for this up to 2020 called Tremors Shrieker Highland. And
That's true.
also these movies with the exception of the second movie, Everything else is just Michael Gross. The
Yes.
second movie had Fred Ward, and Fred Ward plays in the first movie it's Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon who are like buddy buddy, and they're like they do like odd jobs and like manual labor. Um,
Yes.
it's a good movie. I like it because of the
Now,
fact that it's I mean I like it because there's it's hard to say. I don't know exactly why I like it. I just like
okay, look.
it.
First off, Val and Earl are
Yeah.
two dumb guys in the beginning.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. They're just absolutely
The beginning is
I mean,
so rough.
it's
Yeah,
so hard to get into this
it
movie.
really is.
Okay. It sucks. Okay. And it's just like, really? Then all of a sudden, the guy messing with the jackhammer that's trying to break into the asphalt or whatever,
Yeah.
stabs one of them, and that some bitch just carries him and totally destroys all the
hmm
asphalt and then eats the two guys that are doing construction work.
hmm
Seriously, that's just dumb. Okay, I'm sorry.
And then there's the guy that's out there with like his sheep or something or goats or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They're out there bleeding at something, and he's like, what where are they looking at?
Yep.
And all of a sudden he
Hmm.
gets dragged on the ground, and
Yep.
then Val and Earl, who are trying to leave perfection because they're like, we're not staying
Yep.
in this hick town. We're
Nope.
gonna go
We're
somewhere
gonna go
else.
make some money. Yep.
We're gonna go
Yep.
make some money. They
Yep.
pass by, and first they pass by the old town drunk who's stuck up in a
And it's in an
tower,
electrical tower.
yeah,
Yep.
electrical tower, and
Yep.
they find out that
He
he
died
died. Yeah,
from dehydration.
dehydration. He was up
Yep.
there for who knows how long,
Four
and something up
days.
there kept him up there. Yeah,
That's right.
so they're like, oh, that's weird. And then when they're still heading out, then they find that man who is with his sheep. They find his hat. They lift it up,
Yep.
and his face just poking up to the ground, dead. It's like,
Yep. Yep.
okay,
Yep.
okay. And
Yep.
things go downhill from there, and then they have to try and find a way to
Downhill. I mean, come
survive.
on. You've got this geology student that all of a sudden turns into an expert in these
Yeah,
creatures
that is a little
and
strange.
can give every single freaking answer that you want to. And of
Yeah,
course, at some point, they got to get the girl out of her pants. Okay.
yeah,
Which
of
was
course.
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
And then, the best part, they were bandaging her wounds, right?
yeah.
And they still had bleed lines on her legs. They couldn't just wipe that shit off. Or are you telling me that that's actual scars or cuts from the
Mm,
creature that might have got that tried to bite her or whatever it was?
no.
Give me a break. Okay, if they were bleed marks or whatever, she'd still be bleeding from those things. They were so bright red. It was just so terrible as far as that was concerned.
All
And
I
then
know
the
is that
most
this.
innocent guy, the most
Yeah,
innocent guy that's just trying to earn a living in the town, Walter, eats it.
yeah, that's right.
You know,
Yeah,
give me a
Walter,
break.
the sole Asian man that's doing this thing, and then
Yep.
like man, his death scene is pretty good though. When he's getting
Yeah,
carried
yeah,
off by the thing, he's just
yeah.
yeah,
From
the
under
worm
the
has him under the general store.
under the general store, yes.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, freaking Reba's character and
Michael Gross.
Michael Gross's character,
Yep.
they're gun-toting conservatives, if you will,
Yeah.
and they try to win it out, and they can defeat one of them, which is fine.
Yeah.
That I can get behind. But then all of a sudden, they're into making freaking pipe bombs. And you're just like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, where the hell these pipe bombs come from?
Pipe
Oh,
bombs, and they
we have
say
all the supplies.
with household supplies,
Yes,
household
with
chemicals.
household supplies,
It's
which,
like I
in all
don't.
fair, well, actually, Jay, you can do
Yeah.
that.
Sure, but it's like uh, I don't
If you
know.
prepare like they
I
were
don't know.
preparing as many guns
I
as they
guess
had.
that's true. They did say they had like a bomb shelter and all this other stuff.
Dude, they
Yeah,
had an elephant gun for crying out
they did.
loud.
They did.
Okay. Which I'm sorry was behind glass, its own separate glass case, and he had to break the glass to get to the elephant gun.
Yeah.
Give me a break. That was retarded. That was stupid.
I still
But
like it. I still think it's a good movie.
at the end though, they're
Yeah.
throwing the pipe bombs around and they're asking for they want to know how long of a fuse that you need. Oh, just 15 seconds. They light it. I counted the first one,
Yeah.
37 seconds. I counted the second one, 50 seconds, Jay. That's the
Yeah.
longest damn fuse for 15 seconds I had ever seen. And
Yeah.
then he cuts off a fuse to to have a shorter time. And Okay, so the fuse is supposed to be 15 seconds. Why is it that that period from when you lit it to when it exploded was 25 seconds?
Man, all I'm saying is that sometimes movies don't need to be they don't need to make sense. They just need to be fun, and I think this is a fun movie.
And here's the best part, though.
Hmm.
There was a creature in the ground. They were up on the rocks, or whatever. There's a creature on the ground.
Yeah.
They throw the bomb and then they all jump off. How come the creature didn't go after any one of them? And then all of a sudden they come running back to get onto the rock? Are you freaking kidding me? One of them would have died. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I
Okay.
mean, there are a lot of plot holes. It's not. It's
Oh my
not. It's
God. It was,
not. It's not the
and
sol.
you
It's not a
and you
solid
say
movie. I still
Highlander
like
was
it.
bad. You say
I'm
Highlander
not
was
saying it's a
bad.
good movie. I'm just saying I
Oh.
like it. So you just don't like it.
No, I really don't. I thought it was poorly written. I thought that the acting was pretty crappy as well. I thought that that there were plenty of times that they should have died and didn't die.
Mm.
I thought it was just very unbelievable in a lot of ways. It was a cheesy version of a creature. They were really trying with this PG-13 stuff, man. But then again, it is 1990. So PG-13 had been out for what, 5 years, 6 years, something like
Yeah.
that. I mean, to me, the first PG-13 movie I remember was just one of the guys, but there's another movie that's supposed to have taken place before that. I can't remember which one it's called. Um, yeah, what was that PG-13 movie? Oh, Red Dawn. That's right, 1984. Yep.
Mm.
That was the first PG-13 movie, technically speaking. So they kind of bring it along with that kind of
The part
gore,
that
blood.
I thought was very odd was when they're standing on top of the roofs, because at some point they figure, oh, we're making too
Yeah,
much noise on the ground and they're
right.
invading the places, so we're going to stay on the roof. And then the roof of the general store is like kind of like sagging in and kind of
Yeah,
weird.
man.
That's really weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I
All of a
don't
sudden,
understand that.
it knew the right spots
Yeah,
to hit the
yeah.
convenience store
But it's
to have
like,
the middle of the
but it
roof
doesn't even.
sag.
But the roof doesn't even like. It doesn't even like respond like wood would. It's like it's kind of
Yeah,
come like rubbery or
I
whatever.
know, right? It's
That's
just
really
all flimsy and
strange.
shit. Yep,
That
yep.
doesn't make
I
sense at
agree.
all.
No,
But
but
yeah,
you
there's a.
liked it better than
I
Highlander.
like the Barrett Highlander.
Oh
I
man,
think there's
I'll
a lot
tell
of
you.
fun here. There's a lot of fun to be had with this movie.
A lot of fun to be had
Hmm.
with this movie.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we agree that Knives Out was a good movie.
No, it's not a good movie. Yeah. It's a good movie that doesn't
You
really
can't
have
watch
any
again.
replayability,
Yeah,
but
it has no
it's
replayability.
it's great on the first watch.
Exactly. It's a good movie on the first
Um,
watch. After the second one, you're like, I already know the ending.
yeah, yeah. And in this movie, again, I like it. I think people should watch it.
I mean,
If they're into something, if they
if
want
you
to
want
watch
to
something
watch,
dumb that's fun, then watch this.
oh yeah, that's dumb. That wasn't fun. Watch it.
Hey man.
Dumb is an even dumber.
Oh, so rude, so
Watch it.
rude.
I know.
Did you know? Apparently, um, according to Wikipedia, there was a second television series. Apparently, it was the first that was from March to August 2003, and a second
Oh,
series was put to air in 2018 after a pilot was shot with Kevin Bacon reprising his role for the first time since the original film. But multiple networks, including Sci-Fi, passed
yep.
on the series.
Because it
Ignoring
was
warnings.
that bad.
Yeah.
Because it was that bad.
And yet they
Somebody is
continue to
paying.
make these other movies.
Oh yeah, they continue to make the other movies. And you know what though? They
Hmm.
made them, but they were direct to video.
Yeah, direct to video.
That's probably what they did. Direct to, a lot of were
But
direct to
who's
video.
watching them?
But the Tremors Shrekker Island or Shrieker Island,
Ricker
I
Island,
guess.
yeah.
Shrieker Island. Come on. Tremors A Cold Day in Hell. I mean,
Yeah,
by 2004, it was done. Somebody else bought a three-part movie, bought a three movie deal. Somebody
yeah,
had to have done a three movie deal for a
yeah.
certain amount of money and said, "You got
Sure.
to make this. This is going to happen. Have a nice day."
Yeah. But it's like what I don't get. I guess somebody's watching these kind of like how someone would watch like Sharknado, right? Somebody's
Yeah,
watching it out
yeah,
of just
yeah,
pure curiosity.
yeah,
Like I want to know what they're gonna do in this movie. It's like,
yeah.
all right, sure. I want to see what they're gonna make Michael Gross do next because this man apparently will do anything for a paycheck.
That's right.
Um,
That's right.
but I think the first movie has merit because of the fact that Reba McEntire, you know, I love
Oh
her.
my gosh. I
Um,
love Reba too.
yeah, Michael Gross.
She was not good in this movie.
Hey man,
I don't even know if this was her first role or not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you notice in the credits, of course, they had her song. I can't remember what song it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Um, I don't know. I just think it's fun. It's
Oh,
stupid, but it's fun.
and actually, ironically enough, um, her very first movie was Tremors.
Huh. Oh man.
Oh, that's awesome.
How
Yep.
how far a single mom who
It
works two
says,
jobs goes.
according to the AI overview, it says Reba McEntire's first acting role was in the 1990 horror comedy film Treasures.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'd call it a horror because it wasn't really a horror,
I
more like
mean,
a thriller, but
yeah, it's more
okay.
like a thriller sci-fi thing. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That's so cheesy.
Let's see if that's correct. Let's see what Wikipedia says. I'm guessing that's correct.
What?
Her first movie, her
Oh,
first
I
anything.
just looked it up.
Yeah, but that's Google AI. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I
It's
have more
right.
faith in the people that are making Wikipedia.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness, you got to be kidding
I
me.
don't know.
That's just
I'm one of
terrible.
those
Yeah.
people that references Wikipedia.
Studio albums,
No, no, no. Before
tours.
yep, Tremors,
Here, Trevor,
1990.
Tremors, Heather
After that,
Gummer.
after that she did Maverick,
Yeah, that was
North, The
did
Little
Maverick. Oh,
Rascals.
she was a spectator
Ooh,
in Maverick? That's
One Night at
weird.
McCool's. You ever watch that? That's pretty cool.
No, no, I've never seen that one.
I like
Yeah,
that one.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah,
She
one
was
night.
in Charlotte's Web. I remember that.
Yep, Charlotte's Web, Fox and the
Yep.
Hound.
Yep.
Land Before Time. Huh.
Oh God, give me a break about the
Direct to
Lamb
video,
Before
direct to
Time. Yeah,
video.
whatever. Exactly.
Spies in Disguise. Okay. Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. I remember that was
Never
pretty
heard of
cool.
that one.
Yeah, it's who is it? Kristen Wiig. Yeah, Kristen
Okay.
Wiig from
Sure.
uh SNL, Saturday Night
Mm-hmm.
Live.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep. I know.
yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, I we differ on this one. I think it is stupid.
Yes.
I agree with you. It's stupid,
Oh, it's dumb.
but
No,
I
it's
like
not
it.
stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah, anyway, I
There's
like
there's
it.
there's levels of stupidity, and then there's just dumb.
They say
This is dumb.
there's nothing new under the sun, but under the ground.
Give
It's
me
like
a break.
that's the poster. It's really stupid.
Yes, it's a
Anyway,
stupid poster. Hmm.
it's a thing. There are a lot of
Nah.
plot holes, but it's what it is.
No, no, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
it's what it is.
dumb.
It's what it is. It's what.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, that one went a little long, but we had to talk. I think I took up a lot of time talking about Highlander.
You really were very thorough with
I
that
went
movie.
in. I went in.
You went in depth. You wanted to talk about like from start to finish
Sure did.
because it had so much involved.
There's a
Apparently,
lot.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So it must have influenced you a lot for you to have all that information still to be able to give out, which tells me that you enjoyed that movie.
I I wanted to be thorough for our listeners.
Bite me.
I mean, again, I'm not trying. I didn't mean to shit on your movie, but I just kind of just shit on your
You
movie.
didn't
I
shit on my movie,
apologize.
man. You have no
I
idea how many
apologize.
people don't like that movie and think it's absolutely stupid. But you know
Really?
what? I'm oh
I don't
I'm
think it's absolutely stupid. I just think it's just not for me.
dude, I'm all hooked on the freaking 80s
Yeah,
action movies. I love them. They're so
I think
corny and
there's a lot of good.
stupid. They're
There's a lot
fun.
of good stuff. '80s had a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of good things. There are a
The
lot of good
Adventure
movies.
of Remo
Again,
Williams.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that a lot. That was good.
yeah,
And it made no sense whatsoever, but it's still good.
yeah.
The Money Pit? Oh
The Money Pit.
gosh. Oh, you haven't seen The Money Pit?
No, I don't know that one.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's the next one you're gonna have to watch, Jay. Money
Money
Pit.
Pit. Okay,
Money Pit.
I had to
Let's see
think
if we
about
can
what I'm
get
going
it.
to make
Let's see
you
if we can get
watch.
it.
Yeah,
See if we can
gotta
get it.
think.
We'll see if it's available.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
All right,
yeah.
we'll figure that out. We'll figure that
Yeah,
out
man.
when we return with all this because I like this. I like this
Yeah, man.
concept.
I do too.
Um,
I think it's fun.
that was our first ever movie roundup. We'll probably be back with more.
Yes, sir.
But as for this, that does it for our topic of the week. And when we come back, it will be the coffee table. Yeah, we'll be right back. A coffee table book is designed primarily for display and casual perusal, rather than to be read from cover to cover. These books showcase topics that act as a conversation starter for guests. This is the Google AI overview for what is a coffee table book. Each week we read and discuss such books with or without the coffee. Pull out a chair and take a seat at the coffee table. Morning, Mitch. How you doing?
Howdy.
Oh, howdy. You're doing howdy? All right, howdy doody. Yeah, okay.
Howdy ho.
Howdy ho. What you got this morning? I found this lovely cup of coffee. It's cold, half filled. It's got a cigarette butt in it. It was on top of an ATM. I was like, I'll just drink this.
That's fucking gross.
It doesn't taste great.
I'm sure it
I think
doesn't.
there's something else floating around it. Might be bugs. I'm not sure. It doesn't taste great.
To your health, sir.
Mm.
I am having hot chocolate with marshmallows again
Oh,
because
hot chocolate.
it's chilly out.
A little chilly.
Yep.
A little Wendy's.
It's a bit nippy.
Bitten. Oh, yeah. You ever drink coffee and it just kind of tastes gritty? That's what this tastes like. So
That's just gross.
it's a bit strange.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't continue to drink it.
I think it's coffee. Look,
Yeah, I really don't want to know.
I mean, I
Okay, you know
let me
what?
switch it around a
No,
little
no,
bit.
no. See, now you're just getting
Mm,
gross. You're just
mm,
getting like way gross, buddy. I'm
mm.
sorry.
It
And
doesn't
you don't
taste.
like horror movies, right? You don't like all the
No,
blood and gore and
no,
all that stuff, but yet you
no.
will talk like this.
It doesn't. It doesn't taste
Oh,
like going down.
I'm
I
sorry. Did I just throw up in my mouth a little?
uh, maybe that's what this is. I don't know. It doesn't. It's not the right
Oh,
consistency.
J.
Anyway,
J.
all right,
Okay.
let's go. So we're
Such
going
a sick
on
guy.
with another, and Halloween already passed. But anyway,
Oh,
let's go on with another further 5 minute mysteries from Ken Weber. Number 10, The Case of the Kramer Collection.
Kramer.
Kramer. Kramer?
Kramer. Really?
Hey, Jerry. Elaine, Jerry, George. Hello, Jerry. Newman.
Oh
Anyway,
man.
and I miss Seinfeld. That was a good show.
Yep. Good show.
Um,
Great show.
you couldn't do it today, but it was a good show.
Yes, it was an excellent
And a
show. For its
lot of
time,
stuff.
it was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like would not fly.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, all sorts of stuff wouldn't
yeah.
fly from back
I
then to
mean, there's that
nowadays.
one
Come on.
episode that got banned from TV when
Hmm.
Kramer stomped down the flag for the Puerto Rico flag.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the thing. All right, anyway, let's go with this. So, George Fuster would never have admitted it to anyone, but had he learned how to use a modem and fax machine when they first came on the market, he'd have taken early retirement even earlier. It wasn't really early retirement in his case, as he was quick to explain to anyone who raised an eyebrow. It was more a second career. Instead of professor of archaeology at Simon Fraser Academy University, he was now George Fuster, consultant in archaeology. The change in job description may have introduced a tad of uncertainty into his cash flow, but that was more than compensated for by what he had done this morning, as he did each morning. That was to walk past his car, where it sat silently in the garage, pause to marvel at the birds squabbling busily around the feeder, and then go into the little office he'd built for himself some distance from the house. There, perched on the lip of a small mountain meadow with the town of Banff to his left. Banff, that's a weird. I'm assuming that's a real place. I don't know.
I have no
Um,
idea.
Banff, Banff. We'll find out. Um, Mount Rundle to his right, and the Bow River down below. He could be warned by some of the most beautiful scenery in the world, or especially in autumn after the leaves had fallen. He could peer around a corner of his house and feel sorry for the commuters heading out to the city. He could even work if he was disposed to, and he was most of the time. This morning, for example, during the night, his modem had brought in a report from the Museum of Civilization in Ottawa that he'd been waiting for over a month.
Ah, it is a real place then. You just
Man,
said Ottawa,
okay. Yeah, I
so
guess.
that's
I'm,
Canada.
I'm guessing Mount Rundle is also true. I don't know. I don't know. It's just hard to tell with this book. Anyway,
Yep. Yep.
when he got his computer going and brought up the Kramer file, he was rewarded with a screen full of information. The top of the screen read, Contents of Kramer Estate Collection. A short personal note followed. Dear George, you're going to have fun with this one. It's a weird conglomeration, all right. Some of it is just collectibles, hardly even rummage sale quality. But every once in a while, as you'll see, there's a real gem. There's also some very interesting Arctic exploration stuff, if it's genuine. And quite a few coins. I think these might be very valuable. Anyway, have fun. Sincerely, Myrna. The Kramer estate collection had been offered to the museum for a price, some 6 months ago, by a couple from a small town in the eastern townships of Quebec. George had the name written down somewhere. So far, the museum had been able to establish that the collection was put together quite a few years before by one Francis Kramer, a successful but extremely eccentric prospector whose final years had been spent in the 30,000 Islands area of Georgian Bay, where he'd held a running battle with the local bylaw and health authorities because he insisted on living in a dry cistern.
A
But the
dry sister?
A dry cistern.
Oh, cistern. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
a dry cistern. That's a.
I mean, dude,
I mean,
that's what it sounded like.
that's a that's something for after hours.
I guess
Um,
so. I don't even want to
I
know.
don't know. But the Museum of Civilization didn't really care about Kramer's lifestyle. It wanted an evaluation of his collection, and this is what George now turned to on his monitor. Under the personal note from Myrna, the screen said Group 1. And then it gave more information that went like this. These items in Group 1, George, will not appear to need your attention at first glance. They are mostly old magazines. Some of them are nicely dated, though. There's a Reader's Digest from 1922 and an 1890 edition of the London Times. A really exciting piece is a 1728 issue of the Saturday Evening Post, a genuine fraud, so to speak. George pressed page down on his keyboard. He wanted to get to the coins. But something in Group 2 caught his attention. Group 2 was a list of material that Myrna had called Arctic exploration stuff. Most of it described artifacts from expeditions to the Arctic. Items like the compass used by Robert Peary in 1906, Otto Spurdrup's toiletry kit, and a tin of brown beans retrieved from a cache set up by the Ray expedition in 1854. What twigged George, however, was the description of a tract. On the Origins of the Blonde Eskimo, the title read, by, oh man, this is the name. I'm not, I don't know how to say this first name. It's by V. Stephenson.
Okay.
Yeah, the name's weird. It's like Vilhjalmur. Bill Jalmer.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure. Anyway,
Yep.
V Stephenson doesn't matter. Probably not anyway. George made a note to have that one couriered to him right away, and then kept pressing page down until the screen finally showed Group 3 coins. This is what he wanted to see above all. There was another note from Myrna. Can't wait until you come to Ottawa to see these face to face. This is where the real value is, I think. There are two Washington $50, 1792 in mint condition. Wait till you see them. And an Upper Canada halfpenny from 1883 that looks so good you'd swear it was never in circulation. There are several of this type. But probably the most valuable are the three really old coins in the collection from some time BC. There's a silver stater from Syria. It's 5th century BC. The British Museum paid $4,000 for one of these last year, and this one's in better condition, I'm told. The other two are Roman coins. They're both silver, too. One's from early in the reign of Caesar Augustus, stamped 22 BC. But unfortunately, the profile of Augustus is not very good. The other one is about 200 years later. You can't see the date, but the profile of Emperor Hadrian is as good as a contemporary issue. There's more in the collection, a whole bunch of beaver nickels from the 30s with George the Sixth on them, and some of those funny blackout nickels from World War II, but they're probably not of much interest to the museum. George leaned back in his chair and stared at the screen for a few seconds. Then, impulsively, he turned the computer off without even getting out of the file. He was disappointed. Before this report had come in, he had looked forward to a trip to Ottawa, even if it meant he would have to join the commuters on a drive to the city. Now, he knew the trip would likely be unnecessary. And the question is, what is wrong in the Kramer collection that has left George Fuster so disappointed? This was a weird one. As always, we'll give you all a second to pause, replay, and think about the question and possible answers. Um, this one's a weird one because it's not a murder. There's a
Yeah, it's
collection of
not a
stuff.
murder at all. It's a
It's a
collection of
collection of
stuff.
stuff,
Yeah.
and apparently something's wrong in the collection that this guy from archaeology has concerns that it's not worth anything.
Uh, Perhaps it's got to do something with the
But the
coins,
coins, yeah,
but I mean, I think that's just a red herring myself.
maybe
I don't know, man. Honest to goodness, this is
Roman coins. They're both silver. One's
yeah.
from Caesar Augustus,
I don't think that's it. I think it's the George Washington coins,
the
man.
George
I do.
Washington.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the
do.
Washington $50, 1792 in mint condition.
Right. Why would that be in Canada?
Well, I
That's
guess.
all I'm saying.
I'm just thinking it's
That's
weird
the only thing.
for the dates because like 22 BC. When was Caesar? Do we have to know the actual dates of when
Wait a minute,
Caesar
wait a minute, wait a
Augustus was
minute. George
alive?
Washington, wait a minute. George Washington, and you said 1792.
1792. Washington
Um,
$50. This is one of those weird ones where you have to know the run dates of coins, which I mean that's really crazy. That's what they're asking us to understand. Like, oh, clearly this coin couldn't have been made this time because it wasn't available. It's like, how do we know this? Like, this is a book that's meant to be used on on road trips for people to figure out. And you're telling me someone's just gonna know? Because like,
yeah,
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have to say it's got something to do with the Washington coins.
I suppose.
That's just my 2 cents. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. I'm just I'm just looking it over again. It's
Okay.
got to be there has to be something like because
I know so far everything that we've guessed has been
yeah,
wrong because it's just something so infinitesimal
right. It's
and
something
just
so
mentioned.
small.
It's just mentioned once.
Yeah,
And that's
mentioned
like,
once,
oh,
and that's the whole
because you
crux.
mentioned the fact that it was August and the bees don't come out until
Right.
November or whatever the hell you want to say it is, then it's got to be this answer. And I'm like,
Arctic
okay.
exploration stuff.
I'm not
Uh,
sure
compass
if
used in 1906. A toiletry kit and a tin of brown beans from the Ray expedition in 1854. Um,
beans. Maybe it's the can of beans. Did they have cans of beans back in 1854?
I don't know. Again,
Yeah,
like a weird thing to know.
I don't think a
It's
can of
strange.
beans.
Group
You know what?
one,
That's the other one.
Group One, Reader's Digest from 1922, 1890 edition of the London Times, 1728 issue of the Saturday Evening Post. There's got to be something real stupid in here. It's got to be something that's super stupid. I think we're overthinking as far as like I don't know. It's got to be something that's real stupid. Do you know anything about about ancient Rome? I know
Nope.
Caesar Augustus was Hadrian after him 200 years later.
That I don't know.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna say it's something to do with that.
Okay.
with the like maybe Hadrian didn't have a coin after Augustus. I don't know.
Okay, maybe,
Sure. I
maybe.
have no
That's
idea. This
that's that's
one
kind of good. I mean, it's
that's
a good
that's
guess.
my best guess. I don't.
Okay.
It's strictly a guess. I mean, because again, this book. I mean, this is rough, man. This is rough stuff. Number 10. Here it is. Number 10. Oh, this is a long explanation. Okay,
Okay.
this is something that we're not gonna know because this is a long explanation.
Okay.
Um, Issue number 1 of Reader's Digest is dated February 1922, so that part of the Kramer collection may be authentic. All right.
Okay.
The Times was begun in 1785, so the question could quite easily have an 1890 edition. Okay.
Okay.
The 1728 edition of the Saturday Evening Post may indeed be a genuine fraud. The magazine began publishing in 1821. In 1899, the publishers fabricated the claim that it had actually been started in 1728 by Ben Franklin. Even after the claim was proved patently false, it was never fully abandoned. The Arctic
Okay.
items, the Arctic items are quite possibly genuine, for the explorers
Aw.
mentioned. I mean, are genuine because the explorers mentioned did sally forth in the years given, and the practice of storing food in cans was developed in England for the Royal Navy in
Yep.
1810, so the can of beans is okay.
Yep.
The
Damn it.
Canadian, later American explorer Stephenson stirred up an international controversy after his discovery in 1910 of a group of native people on Victoria Island with fair European features by theorizing that they had intermingled with Scandinavian colonizers years before. Stephenson called them blonde Eskimos. Thus, it could be that the material in the Kramer collection is authentic. However, it is for the coins that George is needed, and if one of them is clearly fraudulent, it's quite possible that everything else is too. The George Washington coins are surely legitimate. Coins were still being issued with the label Upper Canada well after Upper Canada became the province of Ontario in 1867. So a halfpenny dated 1883 and designated Upper Canada is real enough. In World War II, nickels without nickel were issued so that the valuable mineral could be used in the war effort. Coins from Hadrian's reign are common enough, but no coin produced in the BC era was ever labeled BC. Oh, the notion of BC did not come into being until well after Christ was born. Ah, that's okay. Okay,
Interesting.
you see that? That makes sense. Yeah, because the coin, if we go back to it, um, the coin says, um, one's from early in the reign of Caesar Augustus, stamped 22 BC. And
Okay.
how would they know? They didn't know Christ existed yet.
Yep. Yep.
I was kind of right. I was in the
Yep.
right area.
Yep.
There was some of
Yep.
the coins. I just got the wrong thing. I thought it was like, well, Hadrian couldn't have been. That's not it. It's straight up. It's like, okay, yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know Christ yet. They had no idea about the concept of Christ.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it is something stupid again.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Another stupid little line. I give it a half point. I give it a half point. I had something about the coins. Okay,
Yep.
close enough.
I
That
screwed it.
was that
I
was a
screwed the
lot of
pooch.
that was a lot of detail in that explanation though. Did you hear all that shit?
Yes, I did.
That was a
And did I
lot.
understand most of it? No, I did not.
No, it's like okay, no one's gonna know. I mean, I guess this guy Ken Weber did his research. Cool, good on you, man. Your research stuff, but no one's gonna know that crap.
Yep,
Like, what
that's
is all
true.
this? What is all this? I don't know. Well, I mean, hey, we got a half point. That's all right.
No, you got a half point.
I say we as a general we. All
I
right?
know. I know.
We are Lumpy and Lockeys. We are
That's
here.
right.
Hear
That's
us
right.
roar. Yeah, roar.
Meow.
I don't know. Roar. Meow. I want chicken. I want liver. Meow, meow, make please deliver.
There you go.
Yes. All
Thank you,
right.
Dr. Evil.
Yes, that's right. I'm cool. I'm with it. I'm hip. Ha. They're doing another Austin
I
Powers.
did. I did.
Yeah.
I'm so
How
sorry that
about
they're going to
that?
try that. I
I
really
mean,
am. They
Mike
don't need
Myers
to.
needs money, I guess.
I get it, but come on, man. Let lying dogs lie. Make
I
up some new
know.
shit already.
I know, right? It's like there are other things. Yeah, let's make the Love Guru too. No, let's not do that.
No, let's not do that.
No one
Please,
wants
God,
that.
no. Mm-mm.
Oh
Let's not
man.
make Shrek 5, okay? Let's
Yeah,
not
I
make Shrek
mean,
5. I'm
hey,
just
you know
saying.
what? Shrek 5, again, maybe it's that trailer is, they're pulling a Sonic they're
Horrible.
pulling a Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's like, "Oh, sorry, we know it's bad. We're gonna redo it." And they already had a good version ready to go. They're
Yeah,
trying to drum up
maybe.
business.
Who
I
knows?
don't know. That's my guess.
No. I don't even
No,
want to go see it. I don't want to go see it.
I'll watch it when it comes on streaming.
For free.
Yeah, for free.
Yep,
Well, it's
there
not
you
really
go.
free because, we're
You're
paying for
paying for it.
streaming.
Yeah, that's
And,
true.
it's gonna be there, might as well.
That's right.
All right.
That's
Anyway,
right.
all right, cool.
All right.
Let's move on.
Yes, sir. Two, that's not right. That's
It's,
fucked up. Or is it that's fucked up? That's not right. Excuse me.
could go either
That's
way.
fucked up. That's not right. Exactly.
No, it's called That's Fucked Up, That's Not Right by Joe Buglino.
Yeah, that's right. And chapter 10, when our to-do list becomes our boss.
Hmm.
We create to-do lists to help us stay organized and on task. We jot them down regularly so that we not only remember what we are sure to forget, but also keep ourselves organized on point and demonstrate that we are strategy in action and on top of our shit. To our to-do list helps us be and viable taskmasters who get it done always and every time. Thank you, to do list. We are the envy of the unorganized to doers all around us. We get a major feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment when we tick a to do item off the list. And when we finish the list, we are, what is the word? Exuberant. Our to do list gets results and secretly feeds an addiction we would never admit to anyone. We rely on them so much that we can become addicted to the feeling of accomplishment that comes when with ticking items off the list. We get off on it. We love to scratch items off. We get off on the planning, development, and implementation of things on that list. We can't sleep at night because we want to get back to our list with ferocious ambition that comes from a deep place within our core. Over time, we also incorporate our own customized and personalized to-do list methods. We consider it our pure genius. We use journals, notepads, bulletin boards, sticky notes, and phone apps. We immerse ourselves in to-do lists. We use them so much that our brain turns off. We can't remember shit anymore because our to-do list holds the key to everything necessary. Who needs a brain if we have a list to follow? When we lose the list, we lose our minds literally and figuratively. It's a double whammy. Why can't this tool be a little helper instead of turning into our master? Nope. It's a tool that takes the form of the worst bosses we have ever had. You know, the bosses that intimidate you to achieve, the bean counters that watch your every step, and the narcissists who rely on our competent application of their to-do list to support their goals and ambition. Ugh, thanks, to-do list.
All right. So I know, this easily applies to work. I mean, because I feel like, work pretty much you have to have certain goals in mind in order to, get your tasks done. But like, let's
Sure.
talk about more. Let's start with actually talking about vacation. When
Okay.
you're on vacation, do you have a to-do list for things that you need to get done, for stuff you need to do during vacation to make it feel like you have been on vacation? Like an actual list?
Well, okay. So it really all depends,
Mm,
But yes, if we're saying on a typical vacation,
hmm
let's just talk hypothetically here.
hmm
Typical vacation is you're going somewhere. Let's just say you're going to go out of town, okay?
Yeah,
You're going to go visit something, you're going to go do something.
right.
Do you have a list? Of course you have a list. Anyone who's anyone is going to have some sort of a list
Mm-hmm.
because you're leaving your shit at home and you've got to bring shit with you.
Yeah,
So you got to have a list.
yeah.
Got to have a
Well,
list of all the shit.
that's a list for stuff to have, but like,
That's right.
stuff to do though, to
But
do.
oh, hang on, hang on. That's one list. Then, well, you're going there for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that reason is, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's to a theme park or to some special location, whether it to be with family or
Mm-hmm.
something along those lines. And guess what? Any of those options will work just fine because you're still going to have a list
Mm,
because you're going to get in touch with them. Hey, what are you doing for the weekend? What are we going to do while we're there? Hey, you got any ideas of what's going on? Hey, you
mm,
know what? While we're at this park, we should go look at this, and this. Hey,
mm.
wait a minute. While we're there, let's go shopping. Let's go to the movies. Let's do this. I mean, there is a list that you make up for everything.
That's kind of true for me. Not 100% because I go with the flow when it comes to vacation. I'm on vacation. I don't want a fucking list. Like if I see
Totally.
something interesting, I will go to it. But I go through the park or like because when I think of vacation, I think like a theme park. I go through the park and like, hey, if it's nearby, all right, let me go look. Let me go check that thing out. Cool, whatever. But I don't want to. I don't want to have to set. I don't. I could never do something like a cruise that requires you to like, oh, this is only there are certain cruises that require you to be at certain places at certain time because they
Sure.
have things set up in a certain
Sure.
way. I
Okay.
that that's it, we're talking more about schedules, but to me that's kind of a
Sure.
to-do list. Like, all right,
Oh,
this it's
absolutely.
their to-do list, but that's isn't that what a to-do list is anyways? Pretty much a
I
schedule.
have I have been part I've been both ways, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I could go both ways on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, typically like if I go so we used to go to the Outer Banks a lot when I was younger. Family always going out there and everything, and we would take week, maybe sometimes even 2 weeks vacation down to the beach.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. The rules were very simple when we went down to the beach with the family or whatever. Take what you need to survive
Mm.
while you're down there, and depending on how long we're down there, will depend on how many times you're going to cook
Mm. Okay.
because you cook for the family. Everybody cooks each family, each small family. So like
Mm-hmm.
my family and then my uncle's family and then and then so on and so forth. Um, we each cook a meal a night for the family that's down there at that time.
Mm.
So one night I'll cook for a group of 20, and then the next night the other family will cook for me, and so on and so forth. You get what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
So outside of that, there is very little planning that goes on when we go down to the beach. Obviously, hey, we're going to go to the beach or we're going to sit by the pool. Alcohol is flowing.
Mm.
Enjoy yourself while you're here.
Sure.
As far as the kids go, guess what, kids? Have fun. If you need some money, come find us. We'll give you money.
Mm.
But outside of that, don't come to us unless something is broken or bleeding. If
Mm.
it's broken, we'll get it fixed. If it's bleeding, grab a Band-Aid. If it's bleeding a lot, get two Band-Aids.
Okay.
So, and that's literally how it went for many years, and it was so much fun. So I get that. It was great because you could
Mm-hmm.
do whatever. I've also been to the ones where guess what? I'm going here. I'm waking up at this time. I'm having breakfast at this time. I'm getting into the park at this time. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to go on this ride, this ride, this ride, this ride, this ride, and this ride in this particular order, and then we're going to have lunch.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden rinse repeat for 3 days, 4 days.
That's too
That's
much.
but that's the way some people are.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I get that. I just could never do that.
And that's
It
kind of
drives me
what this
crazy.
guy, that's what this guy, this is
Yeah,
that's what Joe is,
yeah,
he seems to be a
yeah,
to-do list guy, and
yeah,
that's fine. I've seen both ways.
yeah.
I
There's nothing
understand.
wrong with having a to-do
No,
list. There's nothing
no,
wrong with that at all.
not at all.
It's just it's not for me. I just if I'm and like unless it's for work, because work
Right.
you have to have a to-do list. There's no way. I don't see how people get things done without having a to-do list. It's like, okay, I got to get this done. I got to get this done.
Well,
You know.
do you actually write down a to-do list every day of what you
No,
need to
but I
do?
mean,
You have a mental
I have a
to-do
mental
list.
which is still a
Of
to-do list.
course. Oh, of course. I get
Yeah.
that. And what you mean by that is there are certain
I
steps
have
that you
my
have to
own,
do.
yeah, I have my own, like more than just the or the standard operation, the standards of operation.
Right, right,
More than that, I have my own
right.
standards of operation. It's like I know what I need to do. Like
Right.
when I get to some piece of machinery, I will, look what the overarching error is, and then I'll go in and look at what they call the logs and look what the logs are saying, and then I have a whole step that I do, like how I process to get that what they call it the vert process. When I'm talking about work, God, verify, isolate, repair, and test. So, we all have our own processes, and someone's process that, like what I do, might not be what someone else does. And again, like we've talked about before, it's that easy button versus, doing things the hard way. As long as we get to the same place and we're both getting the same kind of results and we're doing something that means something, then whatever. But, I feel like for work, if you don't have a to-do list, whatever you might call to-do list, in your head, then um, you're working very disorganized and you're not working
Sure.
efficiently.
Sure. I get that.
Yeah.
Totally agree. And most people who are, I don't know what words we'll use, most people who are into their jobs,
Yeah.
who know their jobs and know it well,
Yeah.
have that to-do list always.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why I try not to have too much of a to-do list outside of work because there's so much to do on
Yeah.
my to-do list at
Yeah.
work that when I get home, I don't want to worry about the to-do list. But guess
Right.
what? I still have to-do lists at
No,
home.
yeah. Well, you have a to-do list in of itself because you have
Yeah.
kids, you have a family. I
Yeah.
mean, that makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, I mean, to-do lists, um, yeah, it might not be something that's physical. It might not be something you have written down. But I mean, if people really think about the way they go about throughout their day, there's probably a list somewhere that they have in their mind, like I gotta get this done, otherwise I'll
Right.
never get it done.
Oh yeah, I get that. And
Yeah,
and believe me, there are a lot of people like that. There truly are. I
yeah,
know I know of one person in particular, my aunt.
mm-hmm.
She is an amazing person. She truly is an amazing person, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a superpower. Her superpower is she can whip up a gift for anyone for any occasion within 15 minutes, dude.
15 minutes.
I kid you not. You go to her
Okay.
house and you just say, I've got a birthday party for a 37-year-old. Their birthday is today. And oh, wait a minute. I know who that is. 10, 15 minutes later, she's got a gift for them. Here, give them that. Tell them it's from, such and such, my aunt and uncle, if you will. And we're like, okay, great, no problem. And dude, it's absolutely amazing. It's a
Hmm.
superpower. It truly is. I've never seen anybody do that before. Anyway,
On the subject of gifts, as a tangent now, but on the
yes.
subject of gifts, where do you stand on people that give gift cards?
I'm okay with that. It's
Hmm.
okay. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just like handing
Yeah,
somebody cash. You know what I mean?
that's the thing. I would rather like. I mean, I guess it's the thought that counts because they don't have to give you anything really, which would be
That's
really
right.
crappy. But
Yeah,
at the same time, it's like if you're gonna give someone a gift card, at least give them like, um a Visa, like, prepaid like little card thing. Don't give them to a place that you think they might like, or you think
right.
that,
I
that they
understand.
definitely like, because then you're
I
limiting them to
understand.
one
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then especially don't use those cards. I mean, I've gotten them before. It's tough when you get those cards. They're like, oh, you can use any of these locations.
Sure,
Where those cards,
sure,
like multiple location cards, and it's
sure.
like, I used one of those at like a um a Burger King, right?
Right.
And then I use it to pay for a thing, and then the cashier
Doesn't
behind
work
the
half
thing
the
was like,
time.
"Yeah, no." The cashier behind the thing was like, "I've never seen this before." And then they called it over to their manager, and it made it real awkward. I'm like,
Yep.
"This is a
Yep.
real thing. I don't know what
Yep.
you." It's
Uh-huh.
it's like they're accusing me of doing something wrong. It's like
Oh
this is a
yeah.
legit card that has your stuff on it, and but the thing is that of course, the workers at the Burger King don't know every single card that's out there,
Sure.
but still, it just makes it super strange and makes it more of a long transaction than it needs to be.
Inconvenience,
Very
a
inconvenient.
major
Very
inconvenience.
inconvenient.
Yep. Yep. I get
That's
it.
what I'm saying. If you're gonna get someone, again, this is all a tangent, but if you're gonna get someone a gift card, get them a Visa, or one of those little
Sure.
things, and then
Sure.
make sure you tell them what the amount is. So, because the Visa, whatever, that stuff. If I remember right, it doesn't just automatically take off. Not like a Not like a store's gift card. You have to know the
No.
exact amount so they can type it in.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise,
Yep.
it'll reject it. Said you don't have enough funds on this card.
That's correct. I've
Yep.
seen that happen too. Yep.
Yep.
And
Which
it's so
sucks.
weird.
It
It's so
sucks.
weird. Yep. It is.
Terrible. So,
Yep.
yeah, if you're gonna do that stuff, get them a gift card that is more generic.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
But
Or
getting
cash.
back
Or just cash.
But getting back to the list, my
Yeah.
aunt, you can go into her house as soon as you walk into her house, into the kitchen area. There are probably two or three lists lying about somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
with anywhere from, this has got to be worked on to this needs to be cleaned to
Mm.
this needs to be set up or this bill needs to be paid or whatever you will. She's got a
Mm.
list for everything.
Yeah.
She does, and it's
I,
fine. I can say my one of my parents list maker. I mean, like
mhm.
they have their calendar full. I mean, they have a regular freaking like 12-month actual paper calendar
Okay.
and they have everything written down on that calendar of what they're
Okay.
doing almost every day.
Mm.
Now, it's not as detailed as you think, but it's like, hey, dinner with the kids and
Oh, okay.
going out of town and
Uh-huh.
such's birthday and all that kind of stuff. But still, it's on their calendar, and that's how they live, man. That's how she lives, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, that's fine, no big deal.
That's perfectly fine.
Yep,
So I mean, because you don't want to get some of these, even though they might seem, trivial or insignificant to you. Like maybe it means a lot to somebody else. If you want
absolutely,
to have a list, there's nothing wrong with having a list.
nothing wrong with having a
Some
list.
place where you really need a list. I mean, most times it's like the grocery store. I
Sure.
feel like you have to have a list for the grocery. Like it's another to-do list. It's a to-do list in itself. Like, all right, to do. I need to
Do
get
you
this.
have
I
do you
need
when
to
you go
get
to the
this.
grocery store, do you have a list, Jay?
Most times I will have a
Most
list.
times. Okay. You just don't think it up as you go.
No, I mean, of course there are those.
Are you an impulsive shopper, Jay?
Oh no, for sure I am. I mean,
I know
me.
you are. You are so impulsive.
I'm a thrifter. I
Uh-huh.
go around. During work stuff. I mean, me when I have no calls going, I'll chop into
Yep.
a shop. It's like, oh, what's in here? I'll just buy
Yep.
something
I know.
random. It's
Yep.
not
And you
great. It's not
do.
great for my finances, but
Yeah, but
I
still,
mean,
man, you buy some weird stuff, and let me tell
I
you,
buy some
sometimes
weird
you buy
things.
some really cool stuff too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got to get into that. I mean,
Yep.
whenever we still got to do that live not live episode
Waiting
for.
on it. Waiting on you,
Yeah,
man.
I
Waiting
know,
on you.
right? We got to. We'll pick. Hey, we could. I mean, if you're not busy Tuesday or Wednesday, we could do it this week. I don't know. Uh,
I wasn't busy this morning, but
I know,
I
right?
wound up getting
Yeah,
busy.
yeah.
So it is what it is.
That's what it is, man. It's like
Yep.
tough.
Yep. It just
Okay.
happens that way.
Yeah, that's right. Because you get a to-do list of the
That's right.
of things that they want you
Yep.
to
My
do.
to-do list started.
Your
Oh
to-do
shit.
list started.
I gotta go do something. It's on my list.
That's right. It's on my list.
Yep.
Uh, it's on my bucket list. No, it's not a bucket
We'll get into a bucket list later. That'd be a
bucket
good
list.
topic.
Yeah.
Yep.
You ever see that movie, The Bucket List?
I have not.
Oh, it's a good movie. I should
Yeah.
recommend that to you. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, it's what is it? Morgan
Morgan
Freeman
Freeman.
and
Mm-hmm.
Jack Nicholson.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Real good movie. But
Yep.
anyway, um, we talked enough about all this stuff.
Okay.
I think we're gonna wrap it up for this coffee table. I think I need to go to the bathroom because
Oh, no, no.
that
Okay.
coffee is not sitting right.
Okay.
Again, I think it's coffee. But
Good
anyway,
luck.
yeah. I gotta kiss that porcelain. Yeah. All
Uh-huh.
right. Anyway, if anyone's not grossed out, just stick with us, and we'll be right back. With, this year call news. We'll be right back. Oh,
Ew.
gross. And now it's time for this you call news. And with our article for this you call news, it's Mitch of Loopy and Lotkeys. Mitch.
Thank you, Jay. This article comes to us from BGR. Russia's first AI-powered robot face planted during its public reveal. With the emergence of several I can't even talk again, walking robots lately, it makes sense that we'd see an acceleration in robotics worldwide. For example, there's uh, Jinping's, I think it is, or
I
Xping's.
think that's just Xpeng. That's just
Xpeng's? Okay.
yeah, that's just a
Xpeng's
company.
humanoid
Yeah.
robot with synthetic skin, or the 1X Neo humanoid robot that's already up for pre-order. It's a robot race to see who can come up with the most advanced tech. When they eventually debut for the public, sometimes they have problems, while other times they work well. It was the former with Russia's first humanoid robot, which fell right on its face during a Moscow technology event.
Wah, wah.
Walking out to the theme song from Rocky rather awkwardly to begin with, it face planted, prompting the nearby crew to carry it off stage and conceal it from view. Dubbed AI Doll, the humanoid like face planting robot has been developed by Vladimir Vitukin and a team from the robotics firm Idol. That's why it's AI Idol,
I
I
think it's
guess.
also Idol. Yeah.
It could be Idol or AI Doll, or whatever, which way, I don't know. It's the nation's first AI-driven humanoid robot, and like others unveiled, it's meant to mimic the movements of the human body to some degree with realistic motion and gestures. On its first walk, it looked more like it was constipated before malfunctioning.
Oh yeah.
But the fall doesn't necessarily mean the robot is problem laden. Experts say it shows how challenging it is to get human like balance systems correct in early models. Uh, Vitikin also seemed to be taking the situation in stride, commenting that, quote, a good mistake turns into knowledge and a bad mistake turns into experience, end quote. In the video of the event shared online, you can see the robot walk out, fall, and get carried off stage. The engineers immediately removed it to check its sensors and internal stabilizers, critical components for helping it to walk in balance. While it is a mishap, and these things do happen, Idle's team is already at work fine-tuning the AI dolls or idols, robotic control systems, so the next public demonstration will go more smoothly. The team said the fall was due to calibration issues and built in cameras' sensitivity being disturbed by the local lighting. After some care, the robot was brought back onto the stage and remained upright during a second demonstration with a little assistance. It also doesn't appear to have been damaged in the fall, which is always a plus. AI Doll's core components are threefold: to walk, manipulate objects, and communicate with people. Walking and balance come first, and AI Dolls is still in testing accordingly. By comparison, humanoid robots from Nuria or Nura will also focus on three tasks in different languages, including dirty, dull, or dangerous jobs. Meanwhile, Unit Tree's G1 humanoid robot can stand up from seemingly impossible positions. They don't all fall down and stay down, which could be bad news for the robot apocalypse. There's no apocalypse yet. That's sarcasm.
Yeah. Oh man, they could take a lesson from the Weebles, man. Weebles
Right?
wobble, but they don't fall down. You know.
I know. It's so crazy. So, I don't know. Can you play it with the video in there to show? I mean, well, I guess it really doesn't matter
Doesn't
as far
matter.
as that. We can post it onto our.
It'll be on our Facebook.
Yep.
Make sure you follow
But
us.
oh
Goopy and
my,
Lockies.
that's right. We don't get enough plugs.
No, we don't. We really don't.
Yep.
um,
So
yeah.
we've watched this video, Jay,
Yep.
and it. All right. So I'm sorry. The first 20 seconds. I mean, you see him come out. Yeah, he looks like he's
Yeah.
constipated. He kind of wobbles back and forth a little bit, and then he waves. And then as soon as his hand goes down, it's like he's a
Yeah.
drunken man. He
Yeah.
just stumbles and falls over, and that's it, buddy. He is freaking done. And it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But the best part of the video Doesn't even have
Mhm.
to do anything with the AI robot.
No,
The
the best part is when they try to cover it up, and
Yes.
this man is walking out with this fabric curtain thing,
Yep.
and it's not
It's
straight.
twisted.
It's twisted, and it has a giant gap. It's like you're not covering anything, man. What are you
And
doing?
but here's the best part. Dude's trying to cover this and say, okay, we're done. But
Yeah,
guess what? The robot has already been taken off the daggone
yeah.
stage.
The damage is
It's
done.
already, the damage
It
is already done.
Yeah,
It's happened.
you already lost the confidence of whoever invested in this project. It's already like, oh, this is what we spent money on.
Right.
Cool.
Exactly. So I've read a couple of these articles for the AI robot,
Hmm.
okay? And I do typically read them ahead of time for length and content, if you will, to make it easier for when we give our podcast. There was one that I was going to simply read out, if you will,
Hmm.
and I don't have the article anymore. I've deleted it and everything, but they went to such length to talk about this whole daggone thing. It was absolutely crazy the amount of information that they were giving about this robot. It was just freaking nuts. I mean, they were going into the entire business side. It's fine, not a big deal, but I think it's just nuts that that this thing, they say it's due to the camera sensitivity being disturbed by the local lighting.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
You didn't
but
compensate for that?
that seems to be a thing for a lot of these presentations. If you remember, like the Connect presentation, when they were doing their allegedly real demo of like Star Wars and using the Force powers,
Yeah.
they said that all the lights in that conference center were messing up their Connect camera. So I get it. That can be a thing, but at the same time, you're trying to. This whole thing is about like it's based on AI. All right, so AI is not able to handle the fact that there's going to be different lighting changes. That's
Yep.
really weird.
I would think that the Microsoft Connect,
Yeah,
which was 10, 15 years ago,
yeah,
I think our technology has greatly improved in the last 10, 15
it
years when it
should
comes
be.
to lenses and camera
It
systems, for
should
that
be.
matter.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like the way that they talk about it's like, what do they say? It's supposed to walk like a human or whatever they
Yep.
said. It's like watching that thing. It's like that's not how a
Nope.
human walks. That's really sad.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to shit on this company because maybe they do have really great, brilliant people in it.
Oh,
But
I'm sure they do.
that was
Uh,
just a sad display.
Absolutely, it was.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It was
very
so sad.
unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah,
It's very unfortunate.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. It must be
But
really heart wrenching for the people that developed it and made spent all that time, and then to see it fall. It's like that's gotta hurt.
hmm I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But you know what? They will come back. Everything will be fine, or they'll just go out of business. One of the two.
Yeah, that's I hope
You
they
know?
will bounce back and I'm sure people realize, it's tough. It's tough to make anything when especially when you're trying to present it to the public. Things can go wrong, anything can go wrong. And that's really unfortunate that it happened to
Sure.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very unfortunate that it
Yeah.
happened to him. You know?
Yeah.
I think um, I think that they're going to make it be okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's something that's being supported
Yeah.
um, by Russia, so they're going
Yeah.
to probably put forth more effort into it.
Yeah.
Not that they haven't already.
Right.
Um, and I think that they're going to wind up having a robot that takes over all of Russia for them,
Oh yeah, sure.
and that'll be a good thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe they'll replace the already existing robot of Putin.
Oh, he's a robot. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
sure.
Well, shoot, that explains
Sure.
a lot.
That's right. Um, Man, the fact that they had it walk out to the theme song from Rocky, that was like, all right, you guys are really setting yourself up.
Yep.
And sure enough, boom. Like, oh man.
I want to know how many times they practiced
Yeah,
bringing him out on stage.
yeah,
I mean, really, it's
yeah,
like they didn't even bother to practice. They're like, no, we're just going to
yeah.
bring him out.
Yeah, it was weird because it wasn't even like straight in the center of
Right.
the stage. It was off to the
Nope.
right.
Well,
And then these
he's
two guys
coming in
are
from the right. That's all.
yeah. But it's like they could have had like they could have been a curtain that unveils him and then he walks straight out.
Something,
Something. This
something a little
is
bit better than what they did, you
yeah.
know? I'm
I
just
mean, they
saying.
spent. I mean, they obviously spent. I'm sure they spent a crap load of money on this robot,
Sure.
but I mean, they didn't think anything about the presentation, especially
At
because you have
least
these
we
two
know
dudes just walking with it.
at least we know this thing will take a beating.
Yeah,
It'll take a fall at least.
yeah, it
So,
takes a good
yep.
fall. Yeah,
Yep. Now we need a copy. Now we need to get a demo of the robot so we can test it ourselves.
that's
Let
right.
America test
That's
it.
right. Hey, Idol, just go ahead and send us that Idol robot, and we will
Yep.
do it. Send it right to them, being like keys care.
That's right.
Yeah, sure. Send it to us by FedEx. We like FedEx over here,
Yeah,
right?
FedEx. Okay,
Yeah,
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 I
FedEx.
agree with FedEx. I like FedEx better than UPS myself.
Yeah, I know, right?
I won't get into that whole ordeal.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I just returned something to UPS today. Actually, though, it was
My
a
condolences.
I got well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was just a drop off. I had a Christmas tree that I ordered from Amazon, and the damn thing on the Amazon page says, "Yeah, it's incandescent lights," but it says LED somewhere else. I got it, and those LED lights, which I want
Hmm.
incandescent
Hmm.
because I like the more traditional warm
Sure,
color.
sure, sure.
So, I returned it
Hmm.
and went to UPS, dropped it off. It was all right. It was,
That's good.
I barely said anything to the guy. So, like, I am
Yep.
returning this. He put it on the scale thing. He said, "All right, here's your tracking." Cool. I was out of
Here's your
there.
receipt. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Yep. Then you got home and Alexa told you that your item has been returned.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. That's it. But
Anyway,
that's it for this article, Jay.
hmm
What do we have on our next one, sir?
the next one is actually one for the local area from News 3 WTKR. Actually, former Portsmouth postal worker pleads guilty to dumping 4,900 pieces of mail. Authorities use tracking data and software in investigation. This is very recent. It's from November 13th, 2025. Last updated November 14th, 2025. A former U.S. Postal Service employee has pleaded guilty to federal charges after admitting he dumped thousands of pieces of mail in Portsmouth because he felt overwhelmed by his route, according to court documents. Christian Peel, 21, who was hired as a city carrier assistant in 2024, is scheduled to be sentenced Friday for one count of the delay or destruction of mail. Federal prosecutors said between February 28th and March 1st, approximately 4,900 pieces of mail were discarded in a dead end area on the 2300 block of South Street. About half of the mail had been destroyed by water, according to the documents. The abandoned items included certified mail, tax documents, checks from the U.S. Treasury, immigration papers, and information from the IRS. When interviewed by investigators, Peel said his mail route was new and way longer than he could handle, stating he never gets to finish it. He admitted that he did not inform his managers that the route was too long for him. Obviously, you'd want to trust the postal services, said legal analyst Sonny Stallings. I wonder what his training was. I wonder what he'd been trained to do if he felt he couldn't keep up. Investigators used tracking data and software to link Peel to the crime, according to the record. So, 4,900 pieces of mail. This man couldn't cope with his route, and man, I'm wondering what the process is that you just can't tell your manager, like, "Hey, I can't do this."
You know, Jay,
Hmm.
I would think that a 21-year-old would
Hmm.
have enough wherewithal
Yeah,
to know that throwing away mail
yeah,
is against the
it's a,
whole being of your job
and it's a federal offense.
and
Yeah,
that it's a federal offense. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure when
yeah,
he went through training,
yeah,
one of the things they say not to do
yeah.
is to not deliver the mail.
Right.
I mean, you're a postal service person. Now,
Yeah.
I get that there is a way to do things when it comes to delivering mail.
Hmm.
Okay. There is probably an art form to it. And I use the word art form as in there are certain guidelines that has to be done. There's certain ways it has to be performed. And I'm sure that there's many different ways that you could organize someone's, your mail route or the
Yeah.
letters and all that fun jazz.
Right.
But let's be clear. You don't throw away mail.
No, you don't. You don't throw away mail. You don't burn it. You don't do anything to someone's. It's someone's property. You don't do any of that.
Undelivered,
Yeah,
undelivered mail.
yeah,
And
um,
this Christian Peel of 21, he is 21 years
yeah,
old.
yeah.
He is for all intents and purposes, and I hate to say this, and I'm going to say it because I'm old,
Mm,
he is a kid.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. He clearly made a big mistake, and now he's going to pay the price
Hmm.
for it.
He is.
And hopefully he learned something from this.
Yeah. Let's be clear though. He is a they list him, and we don't have the full details. They list him as a city carrier assistant, which is
Yep.
not a U.S. post. It's not. That's someone who is basically is someone who has the abilities of a mail of a U.S. Postal Service
Okay.
worker, but is
Okay.
not actually someone who works for the post service. So this is a little misleading.
I see.
Yeah, I looked this up earlier because I was just, just a little curious. Like city carrier assistant, that's a weird title. That's no, I mean, that's not,
So what
yeah,
exactly is his title? He's a city carrier
city carrier
assistant,
assistant.
which means he doesn't work for the Postal Service.
He's not
He's not a postal
official.
worker.
He's not officially a postal worker. He doesn't get all the benefits that they do.
I see. So
Yeah,
he's kind of like a postal worker in training.
yeah, kind of like almost like you'd be on like almost like contractual.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
that's the
interesting.
thing. Yeah, that's the thing
So
about
he
this.
clearly made a mistake. He
Yeah.
clearly screwed up.
Right.
But for him to basically just say abandon these items and
Right.
turn around and say it was way longer than he could handle and he
Yeah.
never gets to finish it,
Yeah.
and not informing them and not
Yeah.
informing him that he couldn't get his job done.
Yeah. That's what drives me
That's
crazy. Is like, how did you not, like, you didn't think, are the repercussions really that great that you just couldn't say something to someone? Like, hey, I have
Yep.
too much stuff.
Yep.
Like, you really, like, I guess they're, like, from what I remember, a city carrier assistant also doesn't make that much.
Really.
Yeah, I looked up the things. It's like around, like, maybe, I mean, it's not too far up from what a decent paying job would be. It's like around 20, 21 bucks an hour,
Okay. So
which
it's
is
like
not the worst.
it's almost like a postal worker in training.
Yeah,
we're gonna put you down as his assistant. We're
yeah,
gonna see how you do,
yeah,
and if you do well enough, then we're gonna make you a postal worker.
yeah. I'm sure there is the ability to for that flexibility and to become someone who has more status and more benefits. But um, again, I just don't see why he wouldn't say anything when he knew he's having this problem.
Yeah,
Why
I
wouldn't you
get
say
it.
something?
I get it. I understand that
Four
completely.
thousand nine hundred pieces of mail,
Yeah, I mean
and
that's a lot.
that's between when
Let's see.
February 28th and March 1st.
Yep, yep.
28th, 29th. Wait,
Uh,
February's only 28
uh.
days. No,
In 2
28.
days. In two
Yeah,
days.
2 days. In
2 days.
two days, he left 4,900 pieces of
Yep,
mail. It's
yep.
like, are you serious? I mean, that really is a lot for
I
one
agree.
person to do on their route. That's asking a lot of somebody, and that's probably.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
hmm, what do you
Mm-mm.
mean?
No, they probably deal within like 10 or 12,000 pieces of mail every day, I'm sure. Come on, man, you got to understand
Maybe.
those little vehicles that they drive around in, man, those are typically full of letters of
Assuming
mail.
that he has a vehicle, again, he might not because
Oh no, they
you know.
do that. No, they do that. It's just the ones that walk still have
No, I
a
mean like
vehicle.
but not a company, not a United States Postal Service
Oh
vehicle.
no,
It might be
it
his
could
own
be an
vehicle.
even bigger vehicle. It could be a
It could
full-size van, man.
it could be his own vehicle. He's putting his own
Yeah,
mileage on
yeah. So for two
outside.
days, for a Saturday, a Friday, and a
Yeah,
Saturday, he dumped that
yeah,
much mail. He
yeah. That's
dumped
terrible.
almost 5,000 pieces of mail
It's
in just
terrible.
2 days. Now, that's not to say that some of those could have been carried over from previous days, and he just never delivered them.
That's true.
You know, who knows? Who knows those specific ones? But
Yeah,
clearly, on those 2 days, I mean, somebody found them. Okay, somebody
yeah.
found these things lying,
Oh yeah.
at the end of the street, and they're like, "Dang." I mean, first off, if you're gonna try and hide this stuff, let's do a freaking better job than that, there,
Hmm.
buddy. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That was just kind of dumb. I think he was very frustrated and kind of over it and was like, "Yep, the heck with it." But for this to come out like this, I mean, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that he did it, and then shortly thereafter, somebody found these letters, probably within a day or two, and then they just used their smarts, which is GPS tracking data. I'm sorry, guys. Anybody
Yep.
who's anybody should realize that if you are in a company
Yep.
vehicle, 90% of the time, well, I'm not going to say 90%,
Yeah.
the majority of the time, your vehicle is being
Yeah.
tracked.
Even if it's
And
not a company vehicle, you probably have a phone, and they probably track your phone as part of your contract. I mean,
sure,
that has GPS in itself. Like, to
sure.
think that you're not being watched,
Yeah.
even though you're on your own, is crazy.
Yeah,
You always suspect that you're being watched, especially if you're
absolutely.
trying to do something crappy like this.
Absolutely. I
Hopefully,
mean,
you
Jay,
don't do it in the first place. But yeah,
you and I know for a fact. I mean, we have our vehicles tracked, we have our work phones tracked. We
right.
both have that, okay? I
Yeah.
don't know about you, but when I leave my house for the day to do my job, if you will,
Hmm.
um, I typically don't try to come back to my house until I'm done with the day.
Oh
I
yeah.
typically try not to.
Yeah.
There are some instances where I may come back, and that's because, oh, you know what? I'm right down the street from my house.
Yeah.
I'm taking my lunch at home today,
Yeah. That's
that
fair.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. And
Yeah.
they typically won't say much about it. But
Right.
I mean, even when I go do a job and then I'm like, you've had it before where you've gone and ran a service call and then you don't get another call for a few hours.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
I mean, do you drive back home? No. You go find a
Uh.
spot. Well, most of the time you don't drive back home.
Yeah.
Most of the time you don't drive
Most
back
of the
home.
time, I
You
go
find
find a spot, like usually
hmm
in a Walmart parking lot, because they don't give a crap,
exactly, and
and
then you
sit.
go park it and you start walking in the route. You will start walking around,
Yep.
and that way you get yourself up and about. And that way,
Right.
if a call comes in,
Right.
okay, then just go back to your
Or
vehicle,
do some
hop
sort of
back in, and
admin work or something. Mm.
exactly, exactly. I get it, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But again, so they track us. They know what we're doing,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And they can clearly see, well, this guy had a call this time, or this guy had a call this time, or this guy had 5 calls sitting in his queue and decided to go walk around Walmart because he was waiting for for the register to reboot or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So in that respect, this guy was clearly being tracked. Okay. So they can get the data. They know that he stopped at this particular spot and he probably was there for X amount of time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
The only time I don't think they would really clock him or watch him or whatever if he was like a walker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
If he had to go, because again, there are some locations that the mailboxes are at the front door at the front door. They're right there at the front door. They're
Right.
not at the curb, if you
Yeah.
will. So you still got to deliver the mail. It's still got to be done. So
Mhm.
that's what they do. They deliver the mail, and
Yep.
that's that.
Or they have like such a busy street. Like there's one that's near the local mall also, that there's yeah, I've seen it multiple times, where the postal service worker will park somewhere on one of the side
hmm
streets in the
hmm
residential area,
hmm
and then walk to all these other houses, because
Sure,
it's not worth it to park everywhere, because there's way too many cars on that street.
sure, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, for this guy to just dump mail,
Yep.
idiot.
Yep. Yep. Idiot. This also reminds me of another thing where I think it was also Portsmouth, where there is uh, a post office
hmm
that or well, it might have been post office, might have been a FedEx or something. I think it's probably post office, where they had all this mail sitting in the back of the post office, not even like in like any bins or
Wow.
anything. It was just sitting
Uh-huh.
outside, and someone was taking video and just recording it. It's like, and then yeah, they got in
Wow.
trouble. They had a whole
Yeah.
story that came out, and it's just
Yeah.
all this mail is just sitting out unguarded. It's not thrown away.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just I think the
Just
the
sitting out in the
post
open.
office. Yeah, the post office just said, like, yeah, we didn't have any spaceport inside. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yep.
What are
Yep.
you talking about? And you
Yep.
just leave it out. You don't even have like, there's like, they should have organized it some way. I'm sure there's like some sort of, maybe they don't though. I'm not sure how a post office works. Maybe they really
I
don't
would
have space.
I
I
would
don't
have
know.
to garner that a postal worker or working for the post office is probably one of the most thankless
Oh
jobs
yeah.
out there at
Oh
this
yeah.
in this day and age, in this day
Yeah.
and age.
Right.
Um, because of the scrutiny that it has seen over the
Mm.
decades that I've been alive.
Right.
I've seen it just go downhill. I mean, shoot, I remember my mom used to give a gift to the postman, to the postal worker
Mm.
every year for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Every year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who my postman is. Couldn't even tell
Yeah.
you his name. I've never, I don't think I've seen them maybe a handful of times. And, I got to walk down the street to get my mail on a shitty piece.
Mm.
It's one of those, community mailboxes,
Okay.
and it's torn to shit. But guess
No.
what? The community's not going to pay for a new post office box.
No. No.
They're not going to pay for a new thing at all.
No.
So I got to deal with what I got. And at some point, I'm not even going to be able to get it to work or function. So somebody's going to have to get them replaced. And I'm pretty sure that's up to the community to get it replaced, not the other way around.
But
I don't think it's up to the post office. But then again, I could be dead wrong. I have no idea.
well, I
I
do
have
know
no
that
idea.
the contents that are within your mailbox are federal property, so that's why it makes it a felony for anyone to take their mail out of your shit.
That's right.
That's a thing. And
That's
then
right.
as far as what else was I going to comment on? I don't remember the other thing I was going to say,
Okay. Well,
but yeah,
I'm sure it was worth something to
it was
say.
probably worth something. It was relevant to something you said, but I don't remember what it is.
Okay.
Um, But yeah, oh no, as far as like the being thankless thing, yes, being thankless that's
Yes.
definitely a thing for these workers. But
Yes.
if I remember right, being a post office worker, a postal worker is also it's still a civil service job, so it's
It is.
nearly impossible to get fired unless you do something like this.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess
Yeah,
so. But yeah, I mean, yes, it is a civil service job. It can
yeah,
be a rewarding job to those that consider it rewarding, I guess. I
right,
mean, but yeah, it's a 7 day a week job now. They
yeah,
literally that job is 7 days a week.
yeah.
You gotta do it. It's got to be done
Yeah.
because there's so much mail. There's still
Wait a
so
minute,
much
seven
mail.
days a week, but
Yeah.
that guy from Harry Potter says, "Yeah, there's no post on Sundays." Not true. Then
Not true here.
the owls just swept him with all those
That's it.
letters. Like, oh,
That's it.
jeez.
That's
Well, yeah,
exactly right.
yeah. But yes, that's crazy. It's just man,
It is.
and the
It's one of
fact
those.
that it's like it got important things, certified mail, tax
Yeah.
documents,
Yeah.
U.S. Treasury checks. Man, I hate to be somebody who didn't get their check. I mean, hopefully they
Right.
got resent out, but you know the government. It's hard to get anything if they send it
Oh,
out
what
once.
about
Like,
the
oh, it's on
certified
you.
mail? What
Yeah,
about
the
the certified
certified
mail? I
mail.
mean,
Yeah,
certified mail. I mean, come on, man.
yeah.
That's important stuff right there.
Immigration papers.
Yep. Immigration
Please tell me
papers,
that someone didn't get deported because they didn't get their papers from this
I
dude
know,
who
right?
said it. That's
I know.
crazy. And IRS stuff.
That would be
Ooh,
horrible.
yeah, real bad, man. Real bad.
Totally. Totally. And he's going to
Uh,
pay the price for it.
yep,
Whatever
yep,
that sentence is. I don't think
yep.
they never said what it
They
was.
never said he's scheduled to be sentenced Friday for
Yep.
one count of the delay or destruction of the mail.
Yep. Yep. One
Dang,
count.
one
One
count,
count.
one
One
count,
count.
4,900 pieces, one count.
I would say one count 4,900 times.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
We'll
Anyway,
see.
we'll see what happens. If
Yep.
we find out, if we get any more information, we probably won't. But
Probably not.
we'll update y'all. But another great episode in the can, as always.
Yes, sir. Let's kick that down the road too while we're at it.
Let's kick that can down the road. Let's kick it, man. Let's just kick it.
Yep.
All right. And
Let's ease on down. Ease
he's
on
on
down the
down the
road.
road. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Anyway, as always, my name is Jay.
And I'm Mitch.
Love, peace, and respect. We'll catch y'all right here again on the next episode of Lumpy and Lockies.
Bye.
If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Lumpia and Lockies. We will be glad to hear from you.